President Joe Biden's admonition last week that Vladimir Putin was not kidding about conceivably utilizing atomic weapons was disturbing and counterproductive to stopping Russia's intrusion of Ukraine. Resigned Admiral Mike Mullen said Sunday. Mullen, the executive of the heads of staff under Presidents George W. working closely together, Shrub and Barack Obama, was asked in a meeting on ABC's This Week to evaluate the atomic gamble from Russia after Putin said he would use every accessible actually imply to safeguard what he called his country's regional uprightness. President Biden's language were about at the highest point of the language scale, maybe. Furthermore, I think we really want to ease off that a tad and do all that we can to attempt to get to the table to determine this thing, Mullen told, for the current week, co-anchor Martha Raddatz. Mullen was alluding to what Biden said on Thursday when he cautioned that for the initial time since the Cuban rocket emergency, we have the immediate danger of the utilization of an atomic weapon in the event that things go on down the way that they are going. Quote, I believe there's no such thing as the capacity to effectively use a strategic atomic weapon and not end up with Armageddon, Biden said then. The White House has since explained that the president was not following up on new knowledge of approaching risk yet was attempting to underline the stakes given the ongoing clash in Ukraine, where Ukrainian powers have recovered ground in the nation's challenged eastern and southern locales and have pushed back Russian soldiers. On This Week, Raddatz squeezed Mullen on his proposed goal. How would you see him, Putin, concealing any hint of failure on the off chance that he doesn't get together? In the event that Ukraine can't sort anything out, strategy and global tension on both Ukraine and Russia would eventually be critical, Mullen contended. It must end, and for the most part there are discussions related to that, he said. The sooner the better, taking everything into account. Naval Commander Michael Mullen, previous administrator of the U.S. Joint Heads of Staff, talks during the burial service function of late Congressperson John Warner at the Washington Public Church in Washington. Oliver Contreras, SIPA, Bloomberg by means of Getty Pictures. Record Putin is basically cornered and confined, Mullen said. Furthermore, likely utilization of strategic atomic weapons could create issues for Russia's leader at home. The breeze is all after effect onto Russia, so he would need to, as it were, pollute his own country. Gauging a potential strike, Mullen said Putin could pick a representative objective. He could pick Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky's old neighborhood, for example. Raddatz opened Mullen's meeting Sunday by having him answer John Kirby, a representative for the White House Public Safety Board, who likewise went one-on-one with Raddatz on Sunday. Kirby said that the Biden organization's methodology against atomic dangers from North Korea was both to guarantee the U.S. can guard our public safety interests and to seek after direct discussions with Kim Jong-un's system to denuclearize the district. Do you see any methodology distinctions? Do you see whatever will work? Raddatz requested Mullen in light from Kirby's remarks. I accept for quite a while that the way to any goal of this must go through Beijing pressure welcomed on by Xi Jinping, concerning managing Kim Jong-un, Mullen expressed. Alluding to China's chief, I'm fine with us haggling straightforwardly to do. Is denuclearization truly reasonable as of now? Raddatz inquired. I think here and there we lose point of view on how annihilating these weapons are. What's more, I think we really want to do all that we can to the limit to ensure that that actually is plausible, Mullen said. Also, I'm simply not able to concede that it isn't yet. I know it's troublesome. Raddatz referred to Mullen's view in 2017 that North Korea had expanded the chance of atomic conflict to a memorable high. What about right now? She asked. I think in the end it comes down to will he, Kim, at any point utilize it? What's more, I simply don't have a clue about the response to that, Mullen said. Yet, he was concerned. I believe it's more conceivable than it was a long time back.